Another overlooked detail resurfaced. At 11:43 p.m., Yu Menglong stood alone in front of a mirrored installation titled, Fragments of Self. Visitors nearby claimed he whispered something before walking away. Lip readers online think he said, "Ready." Ready for what? The role? The reveal? The reset? Moments later, his team was seen speaking quietly with museum officials. When the velvet ropes lifted at the grand reopening of the National Gallery in Beijing, no one expected history to change that night. Celebrities shimmered under chandelier light. Flashbulbs popped like fireworks. Fashion houses battled for attention. And at the center of it all stood one man, calm, composed, and dangerously unreadable. Yu Menglong. But what happened inside that art museum wasn't just another red carpet moment. It was the beginning of a mystery that would take over YouTube, trend across social media, and send fans into full detective mode. Because some people believe Yu Menglong wasn't just attending the exhibition. They believe he was sending signals. Secret signals. And once you see them, you can't unsee them. The exhibition was titled, Reflections of the Hidden Mind. Critics called it profound. Influencers called it aesthetic. But conspiracy theorists? They called it a stage. The guest list was stacked with A-listers from film, music, and fashion. Cameras from global outlets rolled non-stop. Live streams broadcast every smile, every handshake, every subtle glance. Yu Menglong arrived wearing a midnight black suit embroidered with silver threads that subtly resembled constellations. At first glance, it looked like high fashion. At second glance, it looked like a map. Inside the east wing hung a large oil painting titled, The Silent Messenger. It depicted a lone figure standing beneath fractured light beams, holding what appeared to be a broken clock. During interviews, Yu Menglong paused longer than usual in front of this painting. Not once. Not twice. 3 times. And each time, cameras caught him adjusting his cufflink, a small silver phoenix, precisely as he stepped away. Fans began stitching the footage together. Why the repetition? Why the phoenix? Why that painting? When viewers zoomed into high-definition frames, they noticed something unsettling. The broken clock in the painting read 11:17. Yu Menglong's watch? Also set to 11:17. Coincidence? Or coordination? Within hours, #1117 mystery began trending. Online investigators found that 11/17 marked the anniversary of Yu Menglong's breakout drama performance, the role that catapulted him into superstardom. Was he referencing his past? Or hinting at something new coming on the same date? But the plot thickened. At exactly 11:17 p.m. that night, Yu Menglong posted a single image to his social media story. A blurred museum corridor. Caption: Not everything displayed is meant to be seen. The story vanished after 17 minutes. Fans screen recorded it. Speculation exploded. YouTube creators began analyzing frame-by-frame footage. Some claimed Yu Menglong tapped his ring finger twice while discussing abstract art, a signal associated in certain theatrical traditions with secrecy or transition. Others pointed out that he consistently stood to the left side of sculptures shaped like wings. Left wing. Phoenix cufflink. Rebirth symbolism? Was he announcing a comeback project in the most artistic way possible? Or was this performance art within performance art? In the central hall stood a metallic sculpture titled, Echoes in Silence. Its surface contained engraved numerical sequences. A fan enhanced a photograph and realized the numbers matched geographic coordinates. The coordinates led to a historic theater in Shanghai. Coincidentally, that theater is rumored to be hosting a private film premiere later this year. Yu Menglong has not confirmed involvement in any such project. But insiders claim something major is in production. Did he subtly guide fans to the location? Or are fans reading too deeply into modern art? Adding fuel to the fire, an award-winning filmmaker known for cryptic marketing campaigns was spotted at the event. Though not photographed directly with Yu Menglong, both were seen near the same installation within minutes of each other. No official collaboration has been announced. But if this were a viral marketing masterpiece, it would be genius. No trailer. No press release. Just mystery. Just symbols. Just curiosity. And in today's digital era, curiosity equals clicks. Late into the evening, a guest claimed to overhear Yu Menglong softly reciting a line from a classical poem while observing a mirrored exhibit. When truth fractures, reflection multiplies. That line does not appear in the exhibit description. It does, however, echo themes from his earlier dramatic roles, characters torn between identity and illusion. Was he referencing art? Or referencing himself? Experts say humans are wired to find patterns, even where none exist. But what if this wasn't accidental? Artists often use subtle symbolism to communicate beyond words. Actors, especially those known for lead performances, understand visual storytelling deeply. If Yu Menglong wanted to tease a new era, perhaps a darker role, a psychological thriller, or even a music comeback, an art museum would be the perfect stage. It blurs the line between fiction and reality, between observer and participant, between fan and investigator. 3 days after the event, the museum quietly updated the online description of the silent messenger. The broken clock was now described as symbolizing the moment before transformation. Not after. Before. The screenshot comparisons spread like wildfire. Did someone change the description intentionally? Or was it always there? No official statement has been made. Yu Menglong has remained silent. And sometimes, silence speaks loudest. The night should have ended with champagne. Instead, it ended with whispers. After the gala lights dimmed and the last influencers posted their curated highlights, something unusual happened inside the museum. Security logs show that at 12:03 a.m., a private corridor in the East Wing was temporarily restricted. Guess who was last seen near that corridor? Yu Menglong. And this is where the mystery stops being aesthetic and starts becoming cinematic. A behind-the-scenes photo leaked the next morning, posted accidentally by a junior event staff member before being quickly deleted. In the background, barely visible behind a velvet curtain, was a door marked "Restoration, authorized access only." But here's the strange part. Museum floor plans available to the public don't show that door. Fans cross-referenced old blueprints archived online. The room used to be a private conservation chamber for damaged artwork. Translation? A hidden room for restoring broken masterpieces. Broken. Restored. Phoenix cufflink. Transformation theme again. Coincidence is starting to look nervous. Security footage timestamps reveal something else. Yu Menglong entered the East Wing at 11:58 p.m. He exited at 12:05 a.m. 7 minutes. Exactly 7. Online sleuths immediately connected the number to symbolism. As 7 days of creation. As 7 stages of transformation. As 7 notes in music. As 7 deadly sins. But there's more. In a past interview, Yu Menglong once mentioned that the number 7 represents completion before rebirth. That clip resurfaced within hours. Was he referencing something bigger back then? Or did fans just unlock a layered callback? At 12:07 a.m., 2 minutes after exiting the corridor, Yu Menglong was photographed glancing at his phone with an expression fans described as intense but calm. Body language analysts say his shoulders relaxed after that glance. A confirmation message? A green light? A signal received? Even more suspicious. He left the event immediately after. No after-party. No media farewell. Just a quiet exit through a side door. Celebrities rarely skip networking. Unless their real performance is already done. The next day, visitors noticed something subtle but shocking. The silent messenger, the painting with the 11:17 clock, had been slightly repositioned. Not moved to another room. Just angled differently. Instead of facing forward, it now leaned slightly left. Left. The same direction Yu Menglong consistently positioned himself when photographed beside winged sculptures. Fans compared side-by-side images from opening night and the following afternoon. The shift was undeniable. When asked, museum staff claimed it was for lighting optimization. But online detectives aren't buying it. Here's where things become mind-blowing. A fan slowed down a red carpet interview clip. While answering a question about abstract art, Yu Menglong tapped his thumb against his index finger in a specific rhythm. Short. Short. Long. Pause. Short. Internet code enthusiasts immediately suggested Morse code. Translated? The pattern spells the letter R. Now pair that with a rebirth, a restoration, a reflection, a revelation. Every major artwork in the exhibit started with R. The theme might not just be transformation. It might be a project title. Remember the filmmaker spotted earlier? Industry insiders now claim that a psychological thriller is quietly filming under a codename. Project R. No official casting announcements. No press coverage. Just whispers. And what better way to build intrigue than embedding clues into a real-world art event? It would be marketing genius. Organic virality. No paid ads. Just curiosity-driven hype. A data analyst fan examined the timing of every public move that night. Arrival time. Photo op time. Painting pause. Corridor entry. Phone glance. Exit. The intervals between each action followed a consistent 11-minute pattern. 11 minutes. 17 minutes. 11:17. The numbers loop back again. Statistically random? Or meticulously orchestrated? Let's zoom out. If this is a strategy, it's brilliant. Why? Because it transforms fans into participants. When viewers feel like detectives, engagement skyrockets. They rewatch. They comment. They debate. They create reaction videos. And every theory strengthens the mystery. Instead of consuming content, they become part of it. The deeper the internet digs, the quieter the official answers become. After the hidden corridor and the 7-minute disappearance, fans expected the mystery to cool down. It didn't. It escalated. Because this time, it wasn't symbolism. It was a gap. A literal missing second. And it changed everything. At the center of it all once again. Yu Menglong. Security footage from the East Wing was quietly reviewed by museum staff after online theories went viral. An insider claimed the footage showed. At 12 hours 1 minute and 58 seconds, Yu Menglong walking toward the restricted corridor. At 12 hours 2 minutes and 14 seconds, camera static flicker. At 12 hours 3 minutes and 1 second, frame resumes. 4 to 7 seconds. Gone. Not blurred. Not obstructed. Gone. Museum officials later described it as a routine digital buffering issue. But tech analysts on YouTube disagreed. Modern surveillance systems don't just skip forward without logging interruption data. And no such log was publicly shown. 4 to 7 seconds is short enough to dismiss. But long enough to matter. The staff interview that didn't add up. 2 days after the gala, a museum representative gave a short media interview. When asked about the restricted corridor, she responded. Some guests briefly explored restoration areas, but nothing out of the ordinary occurred. Briefly explored. That phrase triggered alarms. Restoration rooms are strictly off-limits to protect fragile works. Why would a celebrity guest be allowed in? And more importantly, why describe it so casually? The interview clip was later edited in reposted versions. The phrase restoration areas was replaced with staff corridors. Subtle change. Major difference. Fans archived both versions. Side-by-side comparisons went viral. Back to the silent messenger. A photographer enhanced a high-resolution image from opening night. Under intense contrast filters, something appeared within the fractured light beams of the painting. A faint shadow outline resembling a second figure. Was it intentional brushwork? Light reflection? Or layered symbolism? Art historians say double imagery is often used to suggest hidden identity. Actors love hidden identity. Psychological thrillers thrive on it. And Yu Menglong stood directly between the fractured light beams when posing for photos. blocking one of them, almost as if completing the image. Here's something even stranger. At 12:09 a.m., minutes after leaving the East Wing, Yu Menglong's public account reportedly followed a private profile named r_sequence17. The follow lasted less than 5 minutes. Screenshots surfaced. The account vanished the next morning. No archived posts. No bio. No trace. But fans who examined the username noticed something. Sequence 17. Rebirth. Restoration. 1117. The number keeps looping back. Body language breakdown channels began analyzing his posture across the entire evening. Here's what they found. An open stance during red carpet interviews. A closed posture near the silent messenger. A controlled breathing shift near the restricted corridor. A subtle exhale upon exiting. This wasn't nervousness. It looked like anticipation. Like someone waiting for a cue. And when he received that cue, the midnight phone glance, his body relaxed. Mission complete. Or confirmation received. A digital code specialist on YouTube suggested something even more extreme. What if the signals weren't visual, but rhythmic? Every time Yu Menglong paused in front of artwork, he held still for exactly 3 seconds. Except once. In front of fragments of self, he paused for 8 seconds. 3338. In ASCII code, 338 translates to the character R. Another R. Another loop. Coincidence fatigue is setting in. Industry rumor mills are now whispering about a project codenamed Reflection. No official announcement. No cast reveal. But insiders suggest it's an immersive psychological narrative blending real events with fiction. What if the museum gala wasn't just marketing, but part of the story? What if cameras were meant to capture those missing seconds? What if we're watching Act 1 unfold in real time? Visitors returning 3 days later noticed something new. The mirror installation Fragments of Self was partially covered for maintenance. Why cover a mirror? Unless the reflection revealed something unintended. Or something meant only for opening night. One visitor claimed that at a certain angle, when standing exactly where Yu Menglong stood, the reflection aligned perfectly with the silent messenger across the hall. 2 artworks merging in a single reflection. Observer becomes subject. Subject becomes symbol. A live stream clip from the gala resurfaced with enhanced audio. Right before the static flicker at 12:02, a faint tone can be heard. Not a human voice. Not ambient noise. A single, sharp frequency. Audio engineers analyzed it. The tone matches the notification frequency used in certain encrypted messaging apps. If true, that means something triggered exactly before the missing frame. But that's speculation. Right? What if the missing 47 seconds weren't removed? What if they were reserved? Saved? For something else? Imagine this scenario. A future trailer releases. It includes a clip that matches the camera angle from the East Wing. And those missing 47 seconds suddenly appear. That would confirm everything. That would mean the art museum wasn't just inspiration. It was a filming location. In plain sight. Last night, at exactly 11:17 p.m., the museum's official social media posted a single black image. No caption. It was deleted within 60 seconds. But screenshots live forever. The mystery is no longer accidental. It's active. And the biggest question now isn't, what happened in the missing 47 seconds? It's, when will we see them? Because if this is marketing, the reveal is coming. And if it's not, then we just uncovered the most elaborate coincidence of the decade.